What's up, guys? Here with you with FC Wonderkid. Here with my guy, Pedro. How are you?
Hey guys, long time no see, right, Alex?
Facts. And a lot happened. And congratulations to Karim the Dream Benzema. And I know you said it. He was going to win the Ballon d'Or. Okay,
on,
soon.
It was more than expected.
But he had to beat Man City, Chelsea.
Yeah,
those were big matches.
It was so deserved, man. Yeah, I even said it before they won the Champions League. It was so deserved for Karim Benzema, not only for this year, but for his entire career. The best number 2 I've ever seen, and now the best number 1 in the world last year.
Suarez can be considered a number 2, or Neymar with Messi. Man, I don't know. That's a bold statement, though. And I gotta say, he adapted his style of play. This is Benzema's great, and is in football heritage, definitely, because you said it. He adapted to play with Ronaldo, to play with himself, to be the main man too. And you gotta respect that. But the people clicked in this video is because they want to know who will be the winner of the next Ballon d'Or. And we won't say for certain, but we will definitely say who are the favorites to win it, okay, people? But if you want to see more content just like this, do not forget to like this video. Oh, thank you for liking the video, okay? I just said thank you, so please just go down with it. And follow FC Wonderkid on YouTube. So, let's get with it. Who is the player you want to highlight first? Pedro.
Come on, Alex. I think we all know the player I'm going to mention now. He's actually doing even better than I thought he would. It's Erling Haaland. I mean, I can see
favorite for Ballon d'Or.
I can see any other man to win it this year other than Haaland. I think Man City will go all the way in the Champions League this year. Will be the redemption year for Guardiola finally winning
the Champions League. If they get Real Madrid. So. If they get Real Madrid, though.
They will beat them. I can see any other team playing better football than Man City.
But Haaland has can have a problem. We both know what it is. Haaland, the biggest enemy of Haaland is his injuries, okay? And he's already limping after that Dortmund game. So let's wish he's back, okay? And he's got 11 games, Erling Haaland, and 17 goals in the Premier League. Only Kane with 10. There's 7-goal difference.
In a debut season, Alex.
And you're saying Haaland, and if Haaland wins the Ballon d'Or, he's the first player since Cristiano Ronaldo from the Premier League to do that. 2008. Those are levels, and again, Haaland is football greatness in the making. So if you're young, just watch Erling Haaland play. But you said your favorite. I don't know, man, if I want to put all my chips in Erling Haaland right now, because we have a World Cup in the middle, okay? And this World Cup, you have Brazil, France, and Argentina. That if they win the World Cup, Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar, respectively, are big candidates.
That's a fair point, Alex. And Erling Haaland is not playing the World Cup this year, so
it's that
might count as well towards the final end.
And like, hopefully with Norway, this young core grows, okay? They need this young core to go bold in the future. And look, this is what Man City needed, though. I agree. De Bruyne is not enough. De Bruyne was needed in that Champions League final with Chelsea. And maybe with Haaland there, they would win that game. So I can see that happening, that in fruition. But that would be a bold game, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Alex. Regarding Norway, just to mention, it will be very interesting to see where they go into the future with Orsnes, Odegaard, Haaland. They are building a team for the future. It will be interesting where they can to see where they can go.
I agree.
With these young players.
But if you agree with Erling Haaland being the main man, put down below in the comments section and go support my guy Pedro with that. And I'm gonna say to Neymar, I'm gonna reiterate Neymar.
No way, man.
To win the Ballon d'Or, maybe.
Neymar is not gonna win a Ballon d'Or ever.
Ever.
Man, if he hasn't won it until now, it's not after 30 he's gonna do it, man. No mentality to do so.
This can be the year of Neymar. This can be the year of Neymar. And I'm gonna say this too. Neymar is a special talent and player in the world of football, okay? He's no other player in the last 10 years has been in the Ballon d'Or outside of the main leagues in Europe, okay? He was a Ballon d'Or top 10 candidate at Santos. The only player ever in the history of the Ballon d'Or. So I think he's a phenomenal, Neymar. And if he gets it right this year and they win the World Cup, Brazil, I think I
Come
really,
on, Alex, but he has been a phenomenon for like 12 years, man. And
but,
he has never. He was close enough.
but he was with Neymar
was
and
close
Ronaldo.
enough with Messi and Ronaldo. Yeah.
Sorry, Messi
Yeah,
and Ronaldo.
I know. He was close enough. But the years he was closest to, he still didn't make it. So I think with the rise of the likes of Haaland, Rafael Leão, I don't see him getting it. Mbappe.
You put ahead in chances Rafael Leão right now to Neymar?
I just don't put him ahead right now because Milan is not doing so well this season.
But they're
But
playing better.
if they turn it around, Rafael Leão is a serious contender for the Ballon d'Or, mate.
14th place already, and I have to agree with
I
that.
think that was short for him this year.
Ooh.
I really think he was more important in the world football in general than 14th place
And
in the Ballon d'Or.
Vinicius too, I think. He deserved more than the 8th place too. Those and Kunku, 25th. 25th.
Shame.
What? How can you explain a player like that being 25th in the Ballon d'Or when in goal involvements he's like next to Mbappe type beats? Like that is insane.
The thing with Nkunku is he really needs a move, man.
Chelsea.
Yeah,
I think
do
Chelsea's-
think so. I do think Chelsea's a good fit, and I really do think he needs a move to go up the ranks in the Ballon d'Or.
I agree. And let's talk here of a player that he's the player getting the most money, okay, in terms of contract. So he must be a Ballon d'Or contender. At least like legally maybe. Like Mbappe type beat. Mbappe needs to get this Ballon d'Or
Yeah.
because he's the top scorer right now in the Champions League with 6 goals. And I do believe he has clear intent to be that top striker. Not top striker, top goal scorer because he wants a striker at PSG.
Yeah, and reportedly he wants to move in January. I don't
No,
know
I
if
won't get it.
you don't think so?
I don't think
But I think
Mbappe
it's
leaves.
necessary for him.
Oh,
Man, I don't
Mbappe.
believe. I don't believe that a PSG player other than Messi could do it. Will win the Ballon d'Or, because there's a lack
I
of
like how you
credibility in
respected
Ligue 1,
True.
No disrespect to Ligue 1. It's I don't have lack of credibility in Ligue 1, but the world football in general lacks credibility.
And Messi would win it if he wins the World Cup, okay? Not just because he's in Liga, because if Argentina does win it.
Yeah, and according to a supercomputer recently, he said that Messi would win the World Cup against Portugal and against Ronaldo in a penalty shootout.
Ronaldo beats all odds,
didn't you
man.
see that
That
article?
AI, I saw it. That AI doesn't know anything about Ronaldo, pa. That AI is not predicting an Antonio Silva call-up too. Just want to mention that. I do. Well, he must go. He must
will go. He will go.
Shout out to Antonio Silva.
Pep might be injured though, so.
Oh, 39 years old. Big respect though to him. Like,
Yeah, but
what a legend.
if he is injured at the World Cup, Antonio Silva is gonna go for sure.
That's incredible. A player that might be the best center back in the world in the near future.
And
at 18.
How good of a story is it that his first goal is against Juventus? At 18 years old,
Man.
center back.
Oh, so he
Amazing.
might go. Nah, I don't think Juventus are gonna get him though.
If I was him, I wouldn't go to Juventus right now.
Yeah, but you said that about Mbappe, and if you're saying he's gonna get that January move, it's definitely to Real Madrid that you're referring to, right?
Yeah, probably.
But Real don't want him as
I don't know.
Eh?
Florentino Perez and him had a little bit of chit chat in the Ballon d'Or ceremony. I don't know.
You reckon? I still believe Florentino Perez is a very proud man, and Mbappe did embarrass him
Man,
this summer.
Listen, Florentino Perez, other than being a proud man,
Yeah,
he's an ambitious man.
that's facts.
And I don't know if you've seen the Figo documentary recently.
No.
Really interesting. You should see it. It's the story of how Florentino Perez revolutionized the Real Madrid.
And it's true.
And he got in Real Madrid after Real Madrid won the Champions League. So the Real Madrid fans, after they won the Champions League in the elections, they voted for another guy. They rather choose the uncertain than a guy who was giving them Champions Leagues. And listen, this is because Florentino Perez promised them the best absolute players in the world. And I believe he's continuing to do that.
I agree.
He will do that until the end, until he leaves Real Madrid. He will try constantly to bring the world-class players to Real Madrid.
And
And that's why I think he will still bring Mbappe.
I think that is fucked. But Mbappe or Haaland, though, those are two big contracts that not a lot of clubs could support having both players. So I do believe he might be considering, though.
I'm going bold now. I think that in the future we will see Mbappe versus Haaland in a El Clasico. Real Madrid versus Barcelona.
I believe in this concept. And look at the likes of Musiala maybe going to Real Madrid, playing against Pedri at Barca,
Amazing.
Gavi being at Barca, Jude Bellingham reportedly too going to Real, next to Camavinga, Tchouameni. So the revolution of El Clasico has a ton of potential to go bold. And that will have the Ballon d'Or winner. Those are the games that Ballon d'Or winners come. So I've got to ask you, though. Okay. I've got to ask you this. Will we see Cristiano returning to the top 5 of the Ballon d'Or?
Of course, mate. Of course. I do believe it, man.
Of course.
I'm a Cristiano believer from day one, from his days at Sporting. I do think that he's lacking some confidence, some internal troubles. Man, at 37 years old, I think his biggest mistake was missing the preseason. You cannot miss the preseason at 37 years old, even if it was for personal reasons.
You said biggest mistake, but can I counter just saying, was Christian's biggest mistake to go to Man United, though?
I think he shouldn't have left Real Madrid.
Imagine if he had gone to Man City instead.
I think he shouldn't have left Real Madrid in the first place. Okay. Because I think that he would continue to score more and more goals, even more than he did at Juventus. Because the team was built around him. The team would continue providing him goals. Okay. He had to adapt to several different game styles, several different coaches. He had like 4 coaches already. A lot of
feuds.
He had 4 coaches already since he left Real Madrid.
It's mad.
And I think Cristiano is a player that needs consistency, you know. And I think that regaining his confidence this week, I think he might be building something to from here on.
It's quite strange, that relationship with Erik ten Hag and Cristiano. I'd love to know more, and I think in the future he's going to be asked a lot of what happened at his return at Man United. But let's see. Man United's going up. I believe they're building a core. But let's see if it's a Champions League winning team in the future with Ten Hag. That's the big question.
But I would say Cristiano will be back in the top 5 Ballon d'Or, not for what he's doing at Man United, but rather from what he's going to do at the World Cup.
Woo!
How's his performance going to be? But for his performance to be good at the World Cup, he really needs to start to performing consistently at Man United. So he arrives at the World Cup in his peak, okay?
Yeah.
We've seen Cristiano do the likes of this in previous seasons, starting slowly. And then, by the time it was a Ballon d'Or season, he would start banging in those goals. Come on. It was amazing. We've seen him do that at Real Madrid. And at 37, of course, he needs a little bit more time to reboot, to restart, okay? But I think he will get there.
Okay, interesting one. Interesting. So Portugal has to win the World Cup, or he has to be clearly the top goal scorer of the World Cup, Cristiano Ronaldo, to return to this top 5. And imagine if he gets that Napoli move in January. Napoli's playing great football and playing next to Kvisha Kvaratskhelia. That's beautiful. Beautiful. But let's wait and see. But tell us down below, do you believe Cristiano Ronaldo would return to that top 5 nomination in the future? And I've got to ask this too. We mentioned El Clasico. And this is a question I have here in my notes. That it is, will Barca win a UCL with Xavi coaching?
Listen, mate. I don't know if you recall, but last year I told you that Barca was going to go really far in the Champions League this year with Xavi, and I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed at Robert Lewandowski.
Ooh!
I really am, because where was he against Bayern? Where was he against Inter? Where was he against Real Madrid?
And Dembele.
He's only bagging goals against the weak teams. Come on, Lewandowski. I told you that he was not used to performing against top level
but
teams.
He's got more, like only 3 players I've got here have more than 15 goals scored in all competitions this season, and Lewandowski, Mbappe, and Haaland. Those are the 3 players.
If you are an elite player, you need to perform against elite teams.
But he's just arrived at Barca.
I don't care, man. Robert, the best player in the world, has to perform immediately once he arrives at the club. And if Lewandowski was in fact a deserving contender of the Ballon d'Or in these last few years,
he'd be in the Champions League.
He should score against these type of teams. Come on, he should make a difference for Barca.
That's facts.
Come on, drop to the Europa League.
But Xavi, is Xavi to blame? Does Xavi have the blame?
I don't think so, because
2 times they go to the Europa League without Lionel Messi, okay?
I don't think so, because you see a game plan with Xavi. You see that Xavi's really trying to do something, and sometimes it takes time. Okay,
Facts.
you see with Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool,
Arteta.
with Arteta at Arsenal, the results are not immediate. You know, it takes some time.
I agree.
And I do believe that Xavi will get there. But for now, for this season, kind of disappointing in the Champions League. Not so in La Liga. They're doing fine in the La Liga.
Okay.
Taking apart the defeat to Real
They're
Madrid.
second, but they're ahead of Atletico.
For the last 3 years, I think they were first for the first time. Last week, I think.
There is improvement, and they beat in El Clasico 4-1 the Real Madrid team that won the Champions League. So they have showed glimpses. I completely agree. And let's see who stays. Frankie De Jong stays. Gavi, Pedri.
The problem for me is not from the midfield in front; it's the back four.
Man, but they got injured. Ronaldo Araújo got injured.
I know, but like Bellerin at the right back. That's so bad, man.
That wasn't good.
And
that wasn't good.
This game against Bayern, like two of the goals were Bellerin's.
But we trust Balde at the left, though. Balde is
a promising guy,
and he's gonna be involved in the future. I love that player, but at the right, they need a solver.
Last match they had Mark Zalons playing at the center back.
Epa, yeah.
Man,
that says a lot. That's Europa League.
Of course they have bad luck with Ronaldo Araújo. But where's La Masia? Where are the talents?
But it's hard,
the talent
though.
center backs.
PK.
But come on, I'd rather have a talent from La Masia than Mark Zalons playing at the center back.
I agree. Eric Garcia can't do everything, though, and I completely agree. PK, there's given moments that I just think, why is he still there? But yeah, people, we're drifting, and tell us your nomination for the Ballon d'Or and who should win it. Okay, this season. And if you want to see more videos just like this, do not forget to like this video. Okay, let's get more than 200 and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you for going bold.
Go bold, guys.